Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of Ready Up. My name is Spicer.
And I'm Leo.
And we just came back from Avengers Infinity War.
Oh my God,
this is going to be a detail-free, spoiler-free review.
None of that.
Okay?
None of that.
We're not going to do that to you. All right? You can trust us. Okay? We're going to have a completely separate video for spoilers so you don't get the two mixed up. And, of course, we're not going to give you any visual indication of any spoiler whatsoever. Yep. All right? So, now that you trust us, let's move on. Okay. So, we like to break down movies in a few categories: direction, writing, acting, music, sound, and visual effects. Okay. Directing. What do you think about this one?
I thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't really have any complaints. Everything, all the pacing was great. All the lighting, obviously, all the shots. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it on that part. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. It was definitely. The only thing I could do is compare it to Infinity War. Right.
Sure.
That's the only thing that could ever be compared to on this level. Like, can't compare it to Batman vs Superman. Can't compare it to Justice League. Can't compare it to any of these other. You can't even compare it to another Marvel movie besides Infinity War, right? Because it's pretty much the same directors and all that stuff. I would have to say on this one, it was a little bit more jumbled up than it was in Infinity War for me.
Okay, sure.
I thought there's a lot of things that we just had to accept, and yeah. So let's go with the writing. What do you think about the writing?
The writing on this is a culmination. It's not just this movie. It's like a culmination of all the other writing and everything else coming together. Yeah, again, the pacing was pretty good for me. The writing in terms of plot, good. Can't go in too much into that without spoilers. Dialogue, I really enjoyed. They have you have your moments, you have your, and this is a movie that made me both cry, laugh, and cheer. So as far as I'm concerned, that's amazing writing. So
yeah, it definitely ran me through the gamut of emotions for sure. Yeah, the writing was good. There weren't any cheesy lines. There was one character that I was like, okay, we get it. But other than that, compared to Infinity War, I prefer Infinity War.
Writing wise.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So acting. What do you think about the acting in this?
So the acting is the second part of the writing. That's the second half of it. And, none of the dialogue or none of the jokes would have landed if it wasn't for the actors like carrying through and bringing us to those tear-jerking moments and the funny moments. The delivery is solid as always on that part. In terms of feeling, in the past, not every Marvel movie made me feel as intensely, especially profound sadness.
Right.
Certainly not as much as Infinity War did. So on that comparison, I mean, there were some moments here, and even though it's overall, like, writing-wise, a little bit predictable to a certain degree, acting, I think everybody did their job great and really, really delivered on whatever the scene was supposed to be at that moment. So
yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I thought the acting was really good. Even the CG characters did a great job, like the way that they emoted and everything. Sure. What do you think about the music?
Oh, the music was perfect. The timing was perfect. How it was appropriate for each scene and in setting every single mood. As far as I'm concerned, that was flawless. I really enjoyed it. Every single one, the ups and downs, the serious ones, the sad ones, the action ones. Yeah.
Yeah. The music was definitely serviceable. Nothing stuck out. Was incorrect or anything. Yeah, none of that stuff. Okay. All right. What did you think about the visual effects?
The visual effects, overall, amazing. I had a couple of the CG characters, one in particular, maybe not as mind blowing as what we've gotten used to, especially with Thanos in Infinity War. So no problem with Thanos here, but yeah, like some of it was a little bit awkward. But I think overall very serviceable, very amazing, very inspiring. also somewhat feels like more of the same with Infinity War in that regard, which is not a bad thing. It's pretty much on par with Infinity War. I think they shot them back to back anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, visual effects. I would say, yeah, pretty much on par with Infinity War. Nothing super mind blowing or anything like that. But yeah, I can't. I mean, we can't really go and we just don't want to go into any detail whatsoever because we don't want to ruin the experience for you. So we're just gonna give this our. I guess was there any other one? Music, sound. What did you think about sound?
Sound wise, yeah, the sound was good, especially for a lot of the special effects, the battles and stuff. But yeah, I would say similarly to the visuals, it was pretty much on par with Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing felt out of place. It was all legit. It helped us be there. It wasn't it wasn't the best sound effects I've ever heard, but it's serviceable. It did its job perfectly. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So what rating would you give this?
The movie overall.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's possible. Like, I want to give it a 10, but also Infinity War is a 10. Well, I'll say if Infinity War is 11, this is a 10. Like that.
Okay.
In my opinion. What do you think?
Well, I wasn't that impressed with this movie.
What?
I was not that impressed with this movie. Infinity War was a much better ride. There was a lot of things that happened that there was a lot of, like, I was like, oh, we're going to go on this ride. And then it was just like skimmed over. And I was like, oh. And then it was like, whoa, and then skimmed over. And I was like, okay, well, all right. I'm just going to chill.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then, yeah, so I don't know. You see it so you can just end the story, but like, I don't know, Infinity War is still way, way better than this movie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So on this one, if Spider-Verse is a 10, this Infinity War is a 9.5, I would put this one around 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But yeah, if we're gonna go into our spoiler discussion on the next video, so definitely make sure you watch that. We're gonna keep it totally separate for you. But thank you for watching. Ready up on our detail-free, spoiler-free review. Stick around for our spoiler discussion because I'm sure we have a lot of things to talk about on this one. And my name is Spicer.
And I am Leo.
And you've been watching Ready Up.